How's it going, everybody? This is the Stimulus Check Hub here to give you your daily stimulus check and unemployment benefits updates and latest information. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube, which is what I try to provide here on this channel.
I quickly want to talk about gas prices and what the United States, as well as many of our allies, are going to be doing to help lower gas prices going forward. So the United States and many allies are considering releasing 60 million barrels of oil from the strategic reserves to help lower gas prices. Now, we saw this happen one other time a couple months ago, and it did lower gas prices by about 10 to 12 to maybe 15 cents for only a couple days, and then it went right back up. So yes, it is a move to help lower gas prices, but it is very short-lived. However, maybe they can actually do something this time to make it actually go down even more substantially, more than just a dime or 15 cents, and maybe for a longer period of time. But we'll have to see about that, but that is what they are discussing at this time to help alleviate some of these pressures that a lot of us are seeing when we go to fill up our cars with gas. Now, at the same time, we also got the latest reading on the average price, the national average of 1 gallon of gas here in the United States. It is coming in at $3.64 per gallon. Again, this is up more than 10 cents over the last week here. Again, it's moving up pretty fast here. In fact, I thought this was a little bit surprising. The highest price right now on average is actually in the San Francisco Bay Area. Now, I'm not familiar with that area. I'm not there. I've never been there, but this is historically a very expensive area, but the gas prices right now in that area are averaging just under $5 per gallon. In fact, I saw a report just the other day that said in one gas station in, I believe it was in Los Angeles, was registering over $6 a gallon. Seriously, very expensive. So anyway, they're projecting without some type of intervention as far as the release from the strategic reserves or something like this, gas prices will likely continue to move much, much higher, and they're saying $4 per gallon is inevitable, and it's probably coming here relatively soon. So again, just want to let you know what is actually going on right now. Also, let's quickly talk about this other report that came out, and again, I find this one to be, well, not really surprising, honestly. I think a lot of us completely recognize what's going on here, but it's interesting to see this report, and I want to share the details with you. So this new report came out, and it's showing that anybody from last year in 2021 who earned between $60,000 and $100,000, provided they got a pay raise last year in 2021, they were actually able to beat inflation, or at least keep pace with inflation. However, they also cited that basically anybody under, or earning under, or has an income under $60,000 pretty much did not beat inflation. In fact, they went on to say that anybody earning under $20,000 of income did not beat inflation at all, and in fact, they are actually paying significantly more just to keep pace with the standard of living that they were actually experiencing the year before. So here's what they said. Those individuals and families and households with an annual income under $20,000 on average in 2021 paid $1,836 more for living expenses and just the basic necessities that we're always buying here just over the course of the entire year, last year alone, an extra $1,836. Well, here's the deal. For somebody earning under $20,000, that's a huge percentage of income. I mean, that's like 10% of the income on an annualized basis. You know what I mean? That is a huge, huge percentage of income. So basically, this report went out to say anybody who was earning a little bit more, again, about $60,000 plus to about $100,000, was able to keep pace with inflation. However, those individuals earning under 20 grand really are hurting right now and are really the ones that are paying significantly more for their living expenses. You know, when I read this report, I thought, okay, you know, this is some big numbers and this is kind of surprising, but at the same time, I also thought this isn't actually all that surprising because it's exactly what we've been talking about right here on the channel for so long now with other reports. But you know what's nice about it? At least they're finally telling us the truth as to what is actually going on out there as it pertains to the low income. And when we're talking about low income, generally we're talking about people earning under $40,000. However, that's kind of the baseline. anytime that we generally talk about low income is usually about $40,000. However, really low income would be like $20,000 or even less, and those people are struggling even more right now, which again was also cited in this report. And I thought this is actually really nice to see this once again coming from a really credible source like that, actually citing the low income and the fixed income paid significantly more last year alone. So again, that was last year. Remember, in 2021, inflation was less, like quite a bit less than it is so far in 2022. This year in 2022, it is significantly higher so far. So unless they get a grip on this and actually get it down significantly here over the next few months, those numbers could be going significantly higher once again, right? So yeah, we got to continue watching this very closely. Also, let's quickly talk about the IRS and money that they are sending out. So the IRS has officially sent out, or no, let me take that back. The IRS has officially processed over 35 million tax returns so far this year in 2022. That's a lot of tax returns, but guess what? They have about 200 million tax returns to process, so they're only a very small portion of the way through the roughly 200 million tax returns that they're going to be processing this year. However, they released that the average return is actually significantly higher than last year. The average tax refund this year in 2022 on the behalf of 2021 is actually on average about $650 more than it was last year. So about maybe 3 weeks or so ago, I was out with a video, and at that time, actually maybe it wasn't even 3 weeks ago, maybe it was about 2 weeks ago, I was out in a video and I said at that time, the average refund at that time was $2,201. However, it's raised significantly. It's now up to $3,536 is the average tax refund right now. So, my point is, there is a lot of money out there right now. For those of you who maybe did not claim a stimulus check from last year in 2021, there's money sitting there on the table for you. If you're somebody who maybe has a new dependent from last year, maybe a new baby, just a new dependent that you're claiming from last year in 2021, again, more money on the table for you. Especially if you have a new dependent from last year, you're looking at $5,000. So you certainly want to claim that. That is certainly not money that you want to leave on the table. $5,000 if you had a new baby in 2021. By the way, I have dedicated videos talking about that and exactly what you can do to claim that money. But anyway, the tax refunds are going up. Also, one more thing, and I can also make a dedicated video talking about this one as well, but the Earned Income Tax Credit, the EITC, is expanded for 2021 last year, and you can claim that now, and you can get thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So again, you may want to look into that. Everybody's situation is very different, but there's a lot of money on the table right now. Seriously, so much money from the IRS. And right now, the only way that you can claim it from 2021 is by filing a tax return. Again, I don't know your situation, so I can't give you tax or accounting advice, but I'm just simply saying this is what is going on out there right now. Also, as I talked about in my last video just a couple hours ago, the president will be out tomorrow with the State of the Union address, and it looks like he's going to be announcing a number of different initiatives and provisions that he wants Congress to actually pass through in some legislation that he is calling on them to send to him. So, it's going to be interesting to listen to this. It's going to be very interesting to see what the president calls for out of Congress and how far this may go. Again, they're talking about actually, the president will be mentioning something about the elderly, seniors, and people with disabilities. So I'm very curious to see what exactly that's going to be that he announces tomorrow. Either way, I'll continue watching all this closely. But again, I want to let you know what is actually going on out there. These are a few reports that I came across today, and I kind of put them all together here and I want to share with you. But seriously, here's what it comes down to. Prices are going up. So basically, I should say this. The moral of the story is prices are going up. Gas prices have gone up significantly over the last week or so, over 10 cents a gallon alone. I guess it doesn't sound like that much, 10 cents, but seriously, it's 10 cents per gallon. That's going up a lot, right? Again, California, just under $5 a gallon. They're expecting it to go up much more. Also, that other report pointing out the low income, the fixed income, especially those people with under $20,000 of income, are really the ones that are brunting all of this inflation. Again, no surprise, no shock. We've seen this in many other reports, something I've been reporting here for a while. Hopefully, they can do something with releasing this oil and actually lowering the gas price, but realistically, what they really need to do is lower the price on everything, not just gas. I mean, let's be real. How many times do you really go and fill your car up with gas? maybe once a week, maybe twice every month, maybe once a month. It depends on how much you drive. It's probably not that much. You're probably not filling up every 3 days. My point is, if you fill your car up with gas, let's just say every 2 weeks, twice a month you fill up with gas, and you're saving, what, $2 per fill up? It's not going to go very far, right? You're saving $4 a month. Okay, it's $4. Certainly want to save that money, but at the same time, it's not going to get you much, you know what I mean? So, they got to do something more substantial to actually lower the cost of living for everybody across the board on everything, not just one thing that we buy every couple weeks. So, anyway, some interesting reports out there. I wanted to share them with you here in this video. I hope this one helps you out. Again, I'm watching everything closely. Tomorrow will be that big day with the President and the State of the Union address. I'll keep you posted with any further details as I get them, and I'm sure tomorrow will be, once again, another very busy day with a lot of announcements coming out.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube. Have a good